So yes, hello and welcome to the Nerd Theorists playing D&D. We are now bringing in our D&D campaign that we've been playing for a little while now, which is technically episode 28. We are all up to, I say we, you are all up to, level 7 now? And yeah, we decided to bring this into the Nerd Theorist channel and rebrand ourselves. So we're now bringing it to you.
I got thrown to the side.
Oh. Well, we will remember you, don't worry.
You're not being thrown anywhere. It's fine.
No.
You're still one of us. You always are. So yes, as you know, Gaz playing Meridian, Andrew playing Hector, Dave playing Grom, and we have Aidan playing Captain Cadell, and we usually do have Kerry playing Orabella. Sadly, she just can't be with us for this episode, but we will have Dave trying his best to be Orabella, which turns out to be more like a Geordie Bella, but we'll work on it.
Yeah,
It's funny. Just stick around and have a watch it. It's hilarious. It really is. So, where we were at, I'll try and do a really good recap for everybody who doesn't know. And we will be putting out some kind of recap episodes of me just kind of telling you the history of the campaign and the history of the world and country of Hatheria, which is the map over here somewhere. That map there. Which it's backwards on this, so ignore that. So like I say, keep an eye out for those videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all of that. So in the meantime, previously on Hatheria, you had managed to get a kind of a quest, which is a contract, which from one of the heads of state, Cromwell Leetern. And he charged you with this contract to be able to get this artifact of unknown power. At the time, it was unknown. Well, it still kind of is unknown to you at the moment. That you eventually, and I do say eventually, you digressed a lot on the journey south to try.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, not at all. I'm sure you don't. On your journey south.
Mum does.
Yeah. Who died because of how much you digressed. Again, I'm digressing now. So, you eventually did find the location of this artifact which you recovered, and you then realised, actually, this might be an artifact of some sort of power, but you're uncertain as to what to do with it, whether you should actually fulfil your contract, which you've kind of been charged with one of the most powerful people in the country, whether you should return it to him or what you should do with it. And there was a lot of debate going on around there, especially as Cadell, being a captain of the guard, being pretty much directly in the chain of command from Cromwell Leetern. So there was a lot of debate going on there. But I believe Meridian went off to see his underworld contacts to try and gauge what Cromwell Leetern actually wanted to do with this. Now, you tell us, Meridian, as how much you have informed your colleagues. I was going to say friends, it might be a bit of a stretch.
Oh, I'd say we're friends now. Which haven't in a while.
More like Meridian is right.
More like brothers, Meridian, I'd say.
Are you still drunk from last night?
Yeah,
Just a touch.
I'll tell them that obviously I've found my contact and I've asked what can be found out about it.
This was we'd stopped at like breakfast time, hadn't we? We just
So the day before you had visited, I was going to say an old friend, but it's not. You visited Lord Binmeyer in his shop to try and purchase some of his items. One of the items, well, I think the only item you actually purchased off him at the time was his old maps, which you he actually said he would sell you on the one condition that one of you would undergo an enchantment to say if that one person of you would die, as in a true full death, not just knocked unconscious, then it would destroy the contents of the box in all of the maps. Gone. So, and Cadell volunteered for this, because it's not going to harm you in any way. It would only, if you are then killed, it would destroy the maps. Which Lord Binmire said, return the next day, and we'll do it, because he just needs a bit of time to prepare, as does a lot of his kind of enchantment style of magic. And you were then sat at breakfast, debating what to do with your time, because you do have now time on your hands. You were waiting on Meridian's contacts to be able to come back to you, and you needed to go back to Lord Binmire to be able to sort that out. So you were in the city of Gardensprings, to the south of Hatheria. So yes, the day is yours.
Fun fair.
There's no fair in Gardensprings.
This is not the kind of world for that. Well,
Do we?
Grom obviously rubbing his head. He's like, is today likely to take some time? How long are we going to be about here?
I think we got some time, Grom. I think we got a bit of spare time.
Hey, I've not had spare time before. Not for 50 years.
No, not for a long time. I've not had spare time.
Well, I feel we should get the feel of the city. If we're going to be here for... Hey, Meridian. How many days are we going to be waiting for your people to say something?
I couldn't say. I mean, how many days does it take to get from here to Angel Run and back again? Because even the fastest courier's got to relay the message.
2 weeks there and back?
It entirely depends on the mode of transport. Going via river. I'll bring the map up so everybody can actually see.
Could be going up the river.
There we go. Here is the map. So yes, you're here in Gardensprings. If the courier with the message went via the river, the Yorman Miner, and then all the way down to Angel Run, which is a very common occurrence for a lot of cargo and shipments and other official couriers to go that kind of journey. Obviously, you're not using official couriers, but it all depends on who they're using. They might have official couriers on their payroll, but you're not privy to that information. You don't know what they use. They could go a more direct way across country, which would take time and is probably more dangerous.
I assume the river's quick in one direction, but less.
It's quick down, obviously slower back, but there's, in terms of cargo doesn't come back up, so it's a less burdensome. Yeah. So yeah, all the cargo ships boats do come back up river, but it does take a little bit more time, but it does. So it's a matter of.
Worst, what do we reckon?
Well, we're talking. I mean, that's 132 miles roughly up the river, and then that's another 80-ish miles across.
I mean, could they?
Well, it took you about a week to get from Angel Run to Outpost. I think thereabouts, so 5 to 7 days, something like that.
On horseback. Depends how quickly does a boat travel compared to horses.
Downstream quicker.
Upstream.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah. So we're still talking.
So we could say at best a week by boat. Is that fair?
Yeah, at best a week. Yeah.
But then again,
for both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be pigeon. It could be cipher. Could it be message spell?
It could be. Yeah, it could be magical means. You just don't know the means in which their couriers send messages. So the best weapon that your kind of underworld contacts have is their secrecy and the fact they don't tell even the people in their employ their methodologies.
So they could just be sending a magical message and you'd have it back tomorrow.
So we've.
But then they need to gather the information in Angel Room, and then
Yeah.
send the message back.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So there's time involved either way, right? Well,
so rather than just hanging around the city, should we? Are there any loose ends that we could tie up that aren't too far away? I mean, what?
well, we've got this here date with Binmeyer today. Tick. Tomorrow is it not today now? In the morning, is it not?
It is the morning after.
I wasn't sure if I'd lost a day or whether it was today. I'm still not feeling 100%, but I mean, she was worth it. Oh. I suggest we meet our date with this Binmeyer. We get you all enchanted, shiny new, and spelled up, and then we maybe find out a bit more about the situation in the city. I mean, Bo, what if Bo's managed to get in people inside the arena now? There's plenty we can be doing to find out about around here. And I'd quite like, if I'm honest, to feel a hammer in my hand and a forge, get the heat of the forge on my face again.
Where did we leave Bo? We left him at the.
You left Bo at
Slaver's place.
this settlement down there. Yeah.
It was not the auction house,
No,
Yeah.
the Onyx Raider settlement.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
So was Bo planning on coming back to Gardensprings and going into the arena?
Bo's plan was to take out the Slavers, and the Slavers organisation is far bigger than just the Onyx Raider settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You effectively severed the head of the snake, and he's taken over the organisation from their central headquarters there. But obviously, their influence spreads further than that, and trying to.
So the arena here is run by.
There's a lot of.
So Bo might come to Gardensprings. Well, that would be fantastic because I would love to see a karaoke duet between Bo and Grom.
And Oribella.
And Oribella on backing vocals, yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, they're all played by Dave.
Each morning I wake up.
You'd have to just get
Just
one
be
of
changing accents constantly.
No, just get one of the voice recorder repeat things. I don't know what you call them.
I know what you mean.
You can make a tune out of 3 different voices.
Oh dear me.
So, what are you doing?
Surely you've got one lying around somewhere from back.
Hang on. What are you doing?
Listen, we should eat some breakfast. If I don't get some bacon in my gullet right now, I'm gonna be very, very grumpy. So. Oh yes, that's a lovely idea, Grom. That is. I don't think I'll have bacon though. Have we got some seeds?
Why did Mrs. Doubtfire
Seeds.
Druid, I don't know. I assume she's all about the
Just wild shape into a bird and eat seeds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, lovely.
Get us some nice.
You can all get breakfast. That's absolutely fine. You're still in.
Are we still in the inn?
Yes, you are. Yeah, the hound's nest.
Nesting hound. Sorry.
Yeah, the nesting hound. Yeah.
Bacon and some millet for my
Millet. Let's just look at you confused.
When I was trying to sleep last night, I had some really odd noises going on around, and I'm a bit confused.
I didn't necessarily assume, I didn't realise that the ceiling of Meridian's room was the floor of your room. So I'm very sorry, but I was otherwise engaged on the roof.
Yeah, sounded like it.
If I rocked your floorboards, well, just assume it's been 50 years and I ain't had no release. I'm better now.
like American Pie. Like.
Oh.
Anyway.
The world's a better place.
American Pie.
So, get the
scary
food.
movie.
So eventually the server there, the nesting hound, does bring you out a selection of dried meats. Some of it is bacon, but not entirely all of it. There's a selection of dried meats, but also being a bit confused at what you meant by just bringing out some seed, brought out some seeded bread to go with it.
Yeah. Oh, this is lovely. This is very nice.
I need me protein.
Yeah, and it will cost you what, about 3 silver?
Lovely.
For breakfast. Whoever's getting that.
Well,
You know,
I'm party leader. I'll get it.
Oh yeah, there's always been some debate about that.
I was gonna say self-appointed party leader.
I got the orders to get a band together to do this, and I hired all you lot, so I am technically party leader.
I'd like to point out for the 50th time, nobody hired me, but I do appreciate your company. Scram.
Right, so what is everybody doing?
We've eaten breakfast. We're going to Bin Myers.
Yeah, we're off to Bin Myers.
Fine,
yeah,
right. Yep,
Jolly
you
stroll.
finish up breakfast, then stroll just down the street to Bin Myers. It's not very far away. You get there. Shop is open, bright and early as usually is. In fact, you've not seen it open as like opening as such.
Or bright, I imagine.
Well,
I
yeah.
imagine it's a murky, dusty shop.
Well, it's as you know, she kind of you open the door as you open up, and no sight of Binmeyer at the moment, but you do see Donna in front of shop in customer side of the counter, actually sorting out some railings with cloaks on. Looks like she's actually putting out stock for the first time that you've ever seen in this shop. Yeah.
Wow. Hey up, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Oh, hi. Oh, you just in time. I've just been putting out some of these. Hi, check this out. And she whisks a cloak round her, and then with her back to her, and then she turns like dramatically, and the cloak just billows behind her. It's like, like it's dramatic, right?
Right, very dramatic. Yeah.
And then,
Hero cloak.
yeah, you saw.
It just looks nice. Yeah.
Then she picks another one up, puts it round her, and then she shows it to you, and it kind of changes colour and pattern. And then it's like, do you like it? Oh, maybe I'll fancy something different. And then it changes again, changes pattern, changes colour. And it's like, oh, that's much better. And oh, these can be sold to absolutely anyone. And she takes it off, puts it back on.
Before you put that away, can you make the pattern match what's behind you?
Oh no, nothing so fancy as that.
Oh, never mind then.
Not a camouflage cloak.
No.
I'll just adjust my cloak while she's talking, just to draw the attention to the fact that I already have a cloak that's far better than any of her clothes.
It's covered in loads of eyes.
And all the eyes on it.
It's a bit creepy, your cloak, though, to be quite honest. It's just covered in eyes all over
Every single one of them is staring at us.
Yeah, which all kind of change and move, look around the room, and it's like, yeah, it's a bit weird.
They've all got pink eye as well.
Just one or two.
After last night,
yeah. And I suppose you'll be after Grandpappy. I'll just buy one moment. And she skips off into the back with her usual joyful self. And
she's a happy lass, she is.
She's always. And after a few minutes later, yeah, Lord Binmeyer does kind of eventually kind of creep his way out with his walking stick. He's like, I suppose you here for your Chamron map, you?
Here for the scrolls.
And big guy here, you come with me.
Aye.
What are the rest of you doing?
How long will it take? This process?
What he said.
How long will it take, Mr. Binmeyer? So,
Few hours.
Few hours? Oh Lord.
Right. I tell you what, then, you're a man of this town. I'm looking to take up some work in a smithy. One making weapons, maybe, that services the arena. Is there one you'd recommend I visit?
It serves as arena.
Yeah, I've not swung a hammer in ages.
They own Smith.
They don't at the moment.
You swung your hammer last night.
They don't have a Smith anymore. I've seen to that.
Well, not well. You straight to the arena is the best place. Like,
Not wise that I go there.
Well,
Don't want to see me face, but I'd quite like to find out what's going on.
well, that is the best place for that. But otherwise, just North Old City outside wall. Probably the best place. Most military type there. Probably the best place for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Shall check it out.
How much are your funky cloaks, Mr. Bimai?
Oh, yeah, you lie. Well, let's see, 10 gold piece.
10 gold? I'll take one. I'll take one of the color-changing ones.
Oh, yeah, well, by all means. We do have one other thing. Don't. And she just comes skipping back out again. Yeah, Grandpappy. Show me your teddy bear. It's like, oh, no, it has nothing. No, now. No, you be proud of your work. No, go get it. And so she disappears back up. It's like, she made it herself. I'm so proud.
I'm proud of it. I put my name on it.
And yeah, she comes back out with this little cuddly teddy bear. And it's like, oh yeah, well, this is one I made myself. Obviously, Grandpappy helped, but
all right. What's it do? Is it just a regular teddy
and
bear,
she kind of sticks it to herself, and it just kind of stays there, stuck to her. It's like, yeah, it can stay stuck to you for a while. And why it does, it helps you not be so frightened, like.
Can I?
It helps you.
I really don't want to know what a grandpappy had to do to make it stick.
Can I ask? May I take a look at that if you don't mind?
Ah, cool.
Cast identify on it.
Yep, sure. You cast Identify on it. It is literally referred to as a cuddly mascot. You can press it to arm, leg, shoulder, wherever on your body. It stays attached to you for 1 hour. The toy itself can be used to fight off fear when you're making a saving throw to avoid or end being a frightened condition on yourself. You can give yourself advantage on the roll.
Sounds quite useful.
Care Bear.
How much is the Care Bear?
Well, this one's kind of mine.
You wouldn't be willing to part with it. You couldn't make more.
We could make more.
Straight in there.
But I was just so proud of what she done. She made that herself.
It seems very good.
What's his name?
Looks
like a Captain Cuddles to me.
Captain Cuddles.
It does not look like Captain Cuddell did, where you had your teddy bear in the Kingsguard uniform. But no, this is just a plain bear. I just call him Ted. He's just. But finished working on him yet last night.
Donna, the bear itself, did you actually make that, or did you just enchant an already made bear?
Oh no, this was already my bear, and I enchanted him.
So, if you made another one, could you enchant something that wasn't so childish, possibly?
She looks visibly hurt. The first time she's not been her cheerful self. Just like, and she just kind of starts cuddling her back.
Fear is kind of quite useful.
A party of adventurers having a stuffed toy
just can you imagine like something scares the shit out of you and you get all frightened and all stuff, and then suddenly like a dwarf just pulls out this cuddly bear and just chucks it at you and it sticks to you, and suddenly you're not scared anymore.
Yeah. It's like this was designed for for children not be frightened like.
It's wonderful. It's a really nice. It's a really nice idea.
Donna,
Well,
it's
very
a
well
wonderful-
made.
really,
Thank you.
I think you should take these to the orphanage. I think there'll be a lot of happy children. I do. I think that's lovely.
If you were to make another and sell it, what sort of price would you be looking for?
Oh, Grandpappy, I don't know how much the things were worth. It's like he chirps such going, maybe 40, 50 gold.
Quite steep.
Once we start making them en masse, mate, maybe price will come down, but for one item at a time, you understand?
I understand. I will take the cape though.
Oh, right you are. Right you are.
And over 10 gold.
Yep,
Yes,
please do.
I won't spend 50 gold on a teddy bear that wouldn't might
Please,
actually be useful, but I'll happily spend
choose
10
your
gold
colour.
on a cloak that changes colour.
Choose my colour. What colours are they? Is it just
They're all
like
drab brown on the stand.
I'll take the drab brown that fits me the best, and I'll put it on.
Yeah, there's a varying lengths. Yeah, absolutely.
Are these cloaks with hoods, or
No,
Yeah,
they're not hooded. They're just cloaks. They're just there. Well, there's one that is just for dramatic flair, and there's another set of cloaks which change colour and pattern depending on how fanciful you want it to appear.
I know an Alzadoran that'd love a cloak with dramatic flair.
I'll just take one of the colour changing ones.
Right, you are. 10 gold, then, please, sir.
Here you go, bit of
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Now,
It seems
you come with me. Rest you can. Fuck you on.
Hey, Good luck.
A little bit there at the end.
good luck, Cadell.
Right, I'll meet you back here in a few hours.
See you later, Captain.
Yeah, see
Right.
you in a few hours.
Cadell
Stay out
steps
of trouble,
behind the
please.
counter. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna go in search of a place to see if I can get a job as a smith for a bit.
Very well. So you going north gate?
Yep.
Right, you are.
Have we got a map of Gardensprings?
You did have. I don't have it ready to be able to put on stream.
On the WhatsApp group. I'm sure.
It's probably an
Maybe,
old one
Somewhere
on the
deep
WhatsApp
down
group.
there'll be one.
It'll be on there somewhere.
I got you. So out North Gateway.
Yep, out Northgate. It's the same way that you came in.
Past this one. Yeah.
Yes.
Took the map in the Discord chat.
Yeah. 1 second, mate.
I have an idea.
So yes,
What I might
you.
want to do.
Yes, so it's out on Northgate. It is a region literally known as Northgate. So it's a region which, as if you remember the description from a little while ago now, you kind of entered the city on that side. Now, the area outside of the city on to the north there, usually for most towns and cities, anywhere outside the walls are just slums. But Northgate region is primarily military, and as such is very well kept, very well maintained, and
There was good stonework, wasn't there?
there was indeed much. It's older, but not really old. I mean, not like it is in central Gardensprings, but the way it's situated geographically is Northgate is quite high up, right next to the arena wall, because the walls for the arena are quite high, but you can see that the walls are there, and it's clearly the arena because you can see lots of kind of towers which aren't necessarily there for defence. They can double as that, but they're also there for crowd control. They look in as well as out. But then you can look. You could just to say you can just look. You can also look down the hillside down towards Wintertown, which is a massive slum area, which is separated from Northgate geographically by incredibly steep, almost cliffside.
I remember it was like a ravine drop, wasn't it?
Yes, it's just straight down,
right.
which is the only thing that kind of keeps the separated from the money from all those that don't have it. The same goes for Sunrise Wharf as well. That's just slums as far as the eye can see over there.
The peasants from the middle class.
Exactly. So yeah, Northgate very much middle class and military. And there's also middle class kind of inside Gardensprings in Green Orchard, and also the top end of the brass and the lords and whatnot. And as we mentioned before, Lord Binmire, not actually a lord. It's just something he uses, and people accept it because he's really good at what he does. It's a gimmick at the end of the day.
So where is Lord Binmire? Is that in Northgate?
No, that's in Green Orchard.
Right, okay.
It's down that central path down there towards that courtyard. It's not quite.
Oh, towards where the square is.
Yeah.
So I'll make my way north, looking for the smithy I've seen before.
Fair enough then. Yeah. So you can make your way outside of Northgate, well, into the Northgate region. And the smiths are easy enough to find. There are plenty of them about in Northgate. There's a few dotted around. There's a few.
Like it's...
Sorry, go on.
Looks like it's maybe repairing freshly dented armor and sharpening notched swords and anything that looks like it's having quite the turnover.
You have a look around and you, in fact, make a perception for me, please.
First roll on that.
Yep, first roll. I love role-playing rolls rather than combat rolls.
16.
Okay, that's pretty good. You have a look around, and now you notice, compared to when you first entered here, it's a lot busier. And a lot busier with military personnel. And you're looking around, and you can tell from, of course, you were looking at the smiths, so you can tell that all of the smiths you've looked at seem to be making brand new sets of everything, seem to be churning them out. They are mass producing on scale, and it looks like everywhere's been told to do that, because from the looks of it, I mean, you know from being a very skilled smith yourself that they are just churning things out. They're not necessarily looking for top end quality, they are just churning stuff out.
Okay, well, pick one that doesn't look, pick one that's not on the main street.
Okay.
So it's doing this. Just pop in and find the manager or whoever it is. I imagine the manager. Which smithy has a manager? Excuse me.
No, it's just the smith.
Who is the smith in the apron? Yeah.
You walk in like a Karen, like, I want to speak to the manager.
I want to speak to the manager.
Really
I am the manager. So
are we still in the morning?
Yeah. You'll have spent a little bit of extra bit of time getting yourselves ready and freshened up after such a late, busy night last night, and then going to visit Binmire, and then the walk back up. So it's getting towards late morning, but it's still morning.
Right. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you.
I look around here and I see everyone's very busy. I wonder if you might be willing to take on some extra help. I'm in town for a short period of time, and I have the skills to do this job.
Oh, do you now? Well, what?
I do, yeah.
Hey up, you dwarven like?
Aye.
No, not often we get dwarves. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I've seen a dwarf.
There's not many of us left. No, I would be glad to help. You don't get to ply your trade very often anymore.
Well, you prove your worth. You'll get work and you'll get paid. We've got plenty of it.
All right. Well, show me where. Put me in front of a furnace.
Well, yeah, and you can see the way that he's kind of set up. He's got very much it's an indoor forge rather than, because a lot of people have very kind of just like a canopy and kind of outdoor forges and such. But his is very much indoor. and as you've kind of been let in, he's got kind of his main forge. He does have a secondary forge there, but it's obviously not fired up. He's like, well, help yourself, see what you can do. We've been ordered with swords for now. Mech us a few.
So many swords. Yeah, no problem.
Here's what I've been making. See what you can do. How many can churn out? Well, we've been kind of ordered to make lots. Basically, how we get paid for however many we can make. So by all means, make as many as you can.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I shall get to work.
Great stuff. Yeah. Well, do you want to? Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you want to? Well, let's see what. Yeah. Do you want to make a Smith's Tools roll?
Okay.
Which
what would
you
that be? It's on Dex.
It's
or...
be
That's right. Is it?
Well, I'd let you choose between Dex or Strength with that one.
I'd choose Dex. Oh, this is going to be fun, right?
Dex, but you do also add your proficiency because you are proficient in it.
Twice because of my tool proficiency.
It's like an MMO.
So it's a Dex check with +9.
So you're adding your proficiency twice because.
Oh, because of hang on. Where is it? It's on here. Tool expertise. My proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check I make that uses.
Brilliant. Go ahead. It's fine. I'm just double checking.
So, yeah, that's fine. So it's just standard Dex check.
You mentioned that before for something, hadn't you?
Which is a 24 in total.
Beautiful. Yeah. You, over the course of the rest of the day, effectively, churn out quite a lot of... it does take you a while to obviously fire up the forge, get it up to temperature, and get yourself situated and all set up. But once you do, you churn them out like no one's business. And you can tell that they are, in fact, better quality than the chap whose forge it is. It's dwarven master smithing at its best. Yeah, you're churning out plenty. So that's taking place throughout the day. So what is Hector and Meridian doing?
I'd like to head towards the arena, please.
Okay.
I was about to suggest the same thing. Funnily enough.
Oh, right.
You can both head.
Meridian, I need to swing. Well, I don't need to. I was curious to swing by the arena. Would you care to join me?
Yes, I can think of a few things I could do to kill a bit of time while we're there. Let's.
Arabella, how about you? You fancy coming with us, or have you got your own thing to deal with?
Oh, do you know? I might go and see. I can't see out wrong. We're seeing some big burly people having a scrap, like.
Many people much the same as me, and yeah.
Well, all right then. Yeah, let's go and have a look.
Okay, let's head over.
Yeah, great. Okay, so yeah, Arabella will join the two of you heading over there. You head over to the arena. It's much in a similar direction to the way that Grom was heading. But
considering the length of your legs, you probably overtake me en route.
Probably. Little dwarven legs, trying his best. But yeah, then you kind of veer off, go down one of the side streets and head up towards the arena. Now, are you going to kind of a service entrance, or are you going to customer entrance, patron entrance?
So I didn't want to get right up to it. I wanted to get nearby and maybe go to a pub and try and get find out some information about like current champions and see if I can get some. No, he's going straight in.
Fair enough. Well, there are.
Arabella's going with Meridian.
Yeah, well, you know that there are plenty of taverns immediately around the arena, because they get a lot of custom both before and after the games. So, yeah, you can find plenty. You see one which is just called the Sandpit. And
Meridian, I noticed I know this drinking establishment does a good ale in here if you fancy it. Just a hair of the dog and all that.
No, I think I'll give it a miss today. I quite want to go and watch the fight. I fancy a gamble.
Do we know if there's any games on at the moment?
Yeah, that's
At this very moment in time,
yeah.
you think it's probably unlikely. I mean, because most of them are done late afternoon into the evening.
Yeah, it's first thing in the morning.
It's early.
I'd have an idea of what time of day or what
Yeah. Most fights. I mean, there's some fights on most days. It all depends on what you're wanting to see, because there's some which are basic beasts versus some random slaves. Generally is what's on most nights, or sometimes it's slave versus slave. On a rare occasion you get like the true champions coming out. Then there might be special events on, maybe like a champion versus loads of slaves, or it might be some special beasts or something that's been brought out. You do know from just having a look around immediately here and scattered around in general, there are posters up advertising a special event coming up, which is in about 5-ish days, if I remember rightly, for my timeline.
Is it the one you said that was in 2 weeks?
It was in 2 weeks when you first was here, which was you've been off and you've done stuff and you've come back. I think it's about 5 days now till the event happens.
And what? 49.
Yeah. So what is different about this one is they're actually asking for teams of people, or at least any kind of volunteers. Not necessarily teams, just anybody to volunteer and come and hit themselves in the challenges of the arena.
Is magic allowed for that sort of thing?
Doesn't state.
Would I have seen magic being used in this?
You have. It's very, very rare.
It's rare,
because
I have seen it before.
You have seen it, but it's incredibly rare, and if it is, it's usually on the billing to say, oh yes, there's this person using magic, or there's the wizards taking part, or to just try and get more people in. But because this is actually asking for people in, you get the idea that they don't know yet, or at least the point of the poster was drafted.
Any indicator of how much prize or
doesn't say anything on there, just a blank advertisement.
So are these just out of interest? Arena fights, are they to the death, or are they to just unconsciousness?
Sometimes it's often death.
Right. Okay. Just.
Sometimes if it is just one of the warm-up matches, it might, well, especially with like some of the newer slaves, it might just be seeing how good they are and kind of gauging their skill sets and things like that as a warm-up. They might only do it until submission, but more often than not, it is to death.
So let's join the arena as a team and all die, and then we end the campaign.
Already.
It could happen.
You've done more than enough stuff that could have killed you already.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true, to be fair.
Green Dragon.
Yes, Hector, we're looking at you.
Yeah.
We're a party that killed the Green Dragon. I mean, surely an arena fight.
No. We're a party that had to kill the Green Dragon because somebody ran up and punched it in the face while the rest of us were buggering off.
No choice.
We were halfway across the glade.
Won.
Me and Grom, we were off. We were running.
We dine on the honour of that victory in the afterlife.
How much damage did Cadell take? Like 140?
No, it was about 200 and something.
He was getting knocked out with every single hit.
Knocked out, brought back up, knocked out,
knocked back down. Anyway,
but you did what barbarians do best.
I wanted to build a tank. I built a tank.
You did. Sorry, Arabella.
Here, Hector. Is it wise for you to be around here? Didn't you run away from this place?
Well, they think I'm dead.
I know, but you look like you've always looked, right?
A little different.
Oh, he doesn't look dead.
Don't have as much
You don't look dead.
It doesn't look dead.
Well, if I remember rightly, has it been a couple of years? Is it, or a year?
Yeah, it's been a while because it was a long time before. Actually, Yeah. So I mean, I'll
if you're thinking of going in, I think maybe some makeup.
Yeah, or a
or a helmet,
bandana or something.
I don't know.
Bandana, change your opinion.
Yeah, even a bandana would help. Yeah.
Hasn't your flouncy new cloak got a hood?
No, we discussed
It does not.
a hood.
I bought it thinking it did,
but you do have a shiny new helmet. I don't know who has that.
Cadell's got it.
Ah, shame. That'd have done the job.
With a helmet after what he did to the dragon.
Can't help picturing it as Peacemaker's helmet every time you mention it.
So are you going into the tavern, into the sandpit?
Yeah.
Fair enough. You go in. You know this tavern well enough. It is just a tavern. It's not an inn. It doesn't have rooms. So yeah, you go in, and it does not, as it sounds, does not have a fighting pit as some of the other taverns you've been in before. It's just there for drinking, and it is a sizable place, but it's nothing fancy. It is just there to serve a lot of drunk, rowdy people who are coming and going from the bouts.
Has it got a sandpit?
No, it's just a name.
Oh. Yeah. Trade Descriptions Act.
The name. That's it. It's just a name. It's just like the nesting hound is not in itself a nesting hound. It's tavern.
Really stood at the door with his little plastic bucket and spade, looking really disappointed.
Yeah, which one of you boys is buying me a drink?
I'll get a round in.
You are good.
Let's take a seat. Barkeep.
There's a young lady, relatively short young lady behind the bar, who was just not generally. He's having a very quiet morning from the looks of it. There's only a couple of other patrons in who looks to be kind of nursing their drinks. Yeah, how can I help?
Could we have a round of we'll have a round of ales.
Right, please. You are. She pours a couple of ales. They're just very basic ales, but they are reasonable quality. Right, you are. Well, that'd be 2 silver.
2 silver. All right, thank you. You couldn't tell me who the current champion in the arena is, could you? At the moment.
Current champion? Oh, I don't tend to go in. I'm sorry, you'd have to go in and ask, or at least ask somebody who goes in reasonably regular.
Any of the guys in here?
These lot barely know what day it is. Oh, enjoy your drinks.
Sorry guys, can I just interrupt? But someone commented on the Twitch saying, as a barber, I love this is every stage of beard growth.
I know, I like that. Yeah, to be fair, as soon as I saw that, I was like, actually, it's completely right.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like, it's much appreciated, yeah.
Yeah, we do look like a before and after and after.
It's like at one stage, all the way up. We just need to be in a line, that's it.
That's it.
But yes, you have your ales.
Everybody's lockdown face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just the lazy one through lockdown. This is just how I always look.
Shit. I was hoping for a bit more information than that.
Not this time of day. If you're wanting information from a tavern, yeah, you're best having like either the people who've just come out or about to go in. The regular people who go in and out. But it's still mid-morning in your timeline.
Sorry guys, I thought I'd be getting more information here.
We are a bit early to be pub crawling and
you guys want to go see about Chatter in a boat?
To where?
Danger Run.
That's it. Hector's off.
No.
I had 2 ideas. This is one of them, and it's shit out. So let's try the other.
I mean, the arena itself does have its doors open.
You want to find out? You wanted to know? Let's pop in.
Fuck it, let's go.
No, Hector, it's not a good idea. Not
I've been
face.
dead 2 years. It's fine, and I look a lot
Yes,
different.
and you'll be dead today if you're wondering. You stay here, keep Arabella company. I'll go to the arena.
Oh wait, Arabella, you can
Hey?
make me invisible, can you not?
That's a very good question.
Grom
sure
frantically looks
I'm
up.
sure you've seen. I'm sure you've seen it. I've seen you do it before. All right, let's do that.
Come here, come here.
Hasn't she
Put
got to
your
make
head
you
down
both
to me.
invisible?
Hmm?
You make us both invisible.
Isn't an invisibility a spell that you do on yourself that makes him invisible as well, or can you
No,
just cast
it's
It was a veil of stealth, wasn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
actual invisibility.
Actual
actual
invisibility.
invisibility is on touch, and at
of stealth I was thinking of.
How long does it
second
last
level I
for?
can do it on one person, and higher levels I can do it on an additional one. If that person attacks or casts a spell, then gone.
How long does it last for?
To do an hour. It's concentration as well, so don't make me do hotels.
All right, touch me, Arabella.
Is anyone looking around?
Depends.
And you have to stay within 30 feet or something, isn't it?
No, that's pass without
Yeah,
trace. That's the bonus to your
right,
stealth.
okay.
Invisibility is just bam, you're gone, and for an hour they're invisible as long as I keep my concentration.
So you've just got to sit in the pub and just imagine.
I was going to say it might be a
Imagine
good idea for you to just stay here concentrating.
No, I'll go too. It's fine. I want to see.
Well, she's not
So
going to the arena.
as we walk to the door, say farewell to the barkeep. The moment she turns away, I'll just tap him on the shoulder.
Yep, and he's gone. What level spell is that? And I'll mark it off.
Second level.
Second level, gone. There you go. Sure. So yes, Arabella taps Hector on the shoulder, casts the spell, and he becomes invisible. You go into the arena, which is just over the way, slightly down a little. And yeah, you can see the great big gates. I mean, they're not so huge, but they're obviously made to look grand and designed to be able to get a crowd in and out with ease. And you kind of go in, and you go into a bit of a hallway. There's what is effectively ticket booths or desks and things, and there's just one person at a desk at the moment.
Okay.
Are you approaching, or what are you doing?
Oh, I better talk, hadn't I? Because everyone's invisible, yeah.
Well, I'm not invisible. I'm fully visible, but I'm just.
Oh, you're fully visible.
Concentrating.
I'm looking like I'm accompanying you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
No. Good morning, sir.
Oh, yeah. Good morning to you. It's a bit early. There's nothing on.
Sorry, no. My wife and I are just passing through.
Oh, pleasure to meet you both.
We heard there may be some entertainment going on here soon.
Oh, most nights, aye. Well, what are you after? Well, there's that event coming up. Aye, yeah, we've got a big event coming up. Mind you, we don't have a great deal of people signed up for it yet. Most people, unfortunately, sounds like they've been joining military. Got a big push for new recruits.
I have seen some soldiers about town now. What's that all about then?
You got me. No, they've had a few people come in here, pushing flies around to people. I don't know what ins and outs or the whys, as if I'm supposed to know. But
Sounds like they're gearing up for war.
You're invisible. Where did that voice come from? Bro, did you hear that? Have you got someone back there with you?
You wouldn't happen to have one of these flyers knocking about, would you, sir?
Oh yeah. He just goes a bit further back, goes into a bin, and pulls out a handful of flyers. Just picks one of the least crumpled ones and chucks the rest back in. There you are. So, yeah, we're taking a lot of our, at least the healthier patrons. Not like most people are that bothered, but it means that we've tried to put on this event. No, we've got no. Well, we do have some takers, right? just not a great deal.
You got anyone suitably strong, or is it a case that only the weak ones are coming right now?
Oh no, we've got some good strong folk in, don't you mind.
Oh.
Those who are just not all that interested in joining the military, but obviously there's a few tempted by the prospect of a career.
Okay, well, darling, you've always said you fancied yourself a bit of a fighter.
Well, it depends on the winnings. What's up for grabs?
Well, it depends on the number of people joining. To be quite honest, we've got a few people joining as singular fighters. We've got a few people joining as groups. Right now, if we have a few more singular people, if you join as a singular fighter, and if you win the event, well, it could be anywhere up to 500 to 1,000 gold, depending entirely on take-ins on the night and how well you do, obviously.
Now, is this one of them where you fight to the death?
Well, again, that entirely depends on who we get in.
Okay.
I think chances are, boss sounds like he wants to put in some monsters into the bid in here.
Who is the boss at the moment?
Who is the boss at the moment? What's his name? Is he a nice man?
He's all right, I suppose. Comes down, tells us what we're doing. His name's Derek. Derek. Hi. Don't laugh to his face. He's a big fella.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
Are there any rules against magic users in these fights?
Oh, they're not against it. By all means. To be fair, I think they quite welcome it. It's not often you get magic users willing to risk their neck. They don't tend to be much of fighters, to be honest. Are you yourself a magic user?
Yourself, sir. In
Oh, now. He starts getting his ledger book out. Can we sign you up?
I'll speak to the party that I've come to the city with. I think maybe
A group of you? All magic users?
No.
Oh.
But
Still. Very, very interested.
I'm quite happy to throw a few fireballs, but I'm not as happy to get punched in the face. So if my
you just got to be careful. Don't hurt any of the crowd. We don't want any incidents.
Incinerations or
any.
Oribella just does a gust cantrip, and that bin of flyers just suddenly dances up around his room and then goes gently back in. He's like, we can do things,
You too? Oh, definitely go and have a words with your friends. Come back to me anytime you like. By all means, I'll be here most of the day. Just come straight back, please. Just have a word with your friends.
I think we might pop back this evening, don't you, darling? I think this could be a bit of entertainment. Who is the champion at the moment?
Oh, the champion? Oh, well, doesn't really go by much of a name. It's a slave, mostly, the champions around here. 'Cause we don't often get civilians. But no, it tends to be whatever the public tend to name them. The champion at the moment... just have a quick flick through my notes. Is... See if I can actually find it. My apologies.
The Black Arrow.
It can be. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. I can't find my note. Yeah, apologies. Yeah, it's the Black Arrow. Yeah, absolutely.
That's an Oblivion reference for anybody who plays Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. Well, he sounds very dashing and a bit daring.
he's a tough one, is that one? Wily, hard to hit.
Well.
Yes, but an arrow to the knee would take him down the same as anybody else. Well, darling, I think we've heard enough. Let's go and discuss this with our party, shall we? And possibly return.
Roughly how much longer of invisibility have I got left?
So most of the hour. You've hardly been.
Okay, let's go for an explore around the arena.
Alright.
Seems like a waste to use an invisibility spell.
You know your way around. Where are you heading?
I know my I want to get a look at this Derek chap. See if I recognise him.
All right.
That's literally what I was just going to say. I know I just can't say anything because I'm not here. But I was like, please say you're going to go see Derek.
Yeah. By all means, you know where the offices are. You head in and have a look. You do see Derek milling around, and it is somebody you do recognise. He was not head of the arena when you left, but he looks like he's kind of worked his way up. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You know him. He was not. Yeah. He was not a fighter or a slave. He was part of the organisation.
Part of the organisation. Okay. And I'd also like to go check in the this is where slaves are kept here, the ones that fight.
Yeah. If under the arena itself is where slaves are kept. Yes.
All right, and then if I have time, I'd like to go through and see if there's anybody in there that I recognise, possibly from
in the slaves.
Possibly from my tribe.
Okay.
See if anybody's fallen to the same fate.
Sure. Make a stealth roll, please.
Oh, now is it just a straight roll?
It's with advantage because you're invisible.
And I've got disadvantage.
Disadvantage because of your armor. Yes.
Oh, let's go now.
Straight roll, please.
Not great. Where's my stealth? Oh, it's stealth +4. It is a 12.
That'll do. It's enough because you're not trying to actually get past anyone in particular. It'd be harder if that was the case. If you see anybody, you just hang back and wait till they've gone or whatever. You can steadily kind of make your way down the corridors and the paths. There's a lot of kind of alcoves and such down these corridors. And down very, very old structure, which is this arena. So if anybody does kind of go past, you just stand very still as they kind of move past, and it's fine because you're not actively trying to go past anybody as such who's on guard or anything like that. So you manage to get down to where the slaves are kept, and you have a look round, and no, you don't. Nobody from your tribe as such. As you're kind of looking around, you do tend to feel that there's not really that many slaves, not as many slaves about as there was when you were here. Because they're currently all out in kind of the training. I'm going to say yard, but that kind of implies it's outside. It's a training room. Which is no, you don't get daylight. They're slaves. So you kind of stick your head in there, and what is a pretty sizable room is probably only about half full of slaves, and it's normally chocker.
Yeah. And this training yard, would I be able to access it?
You can. I mean, there's
get somewhere where I could see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go in it, inside, but there's no kind of there are guards, obviously, keeping an eye on these slaves, so it's going to be harder to get in because there's guards around. It's entirely up to you whether you want to try and get in, or whether you just are happy peering in from the doorway.
I think I'm just happy peering in. I feel like I'm tempted for it.
Okay.
for no noticeable gain either. It's just my own curiosity.
Okay.
Yes, I will make my way back out.
Fine. Yep. You
But if I'm still invisible by the time I catch up to Meridian or Arabella, I would like to trip Meridian up.
By the time you get back,
I've got a cloak on that can see you. You ain't tripping no
it's
one
true.
up.
He can see anybody who's invisible. In fact, yeah, Meridian, you will have seen Hector go as he kind of left to go snooping around while you were talking, and when yourself and Arabella have finished talking, you turn to go after you've finished having your discussion, and you know that Hector's not returned as of yet. And then, where are you waiting for him? Just outside, or?
Just hang about in the street.
Fair enough. Yeah, you just hang about outside the arena, and eventually you see Hector come back out. You are still invisible, but Meridian can see. Yeah, you can see him. He's trying his best to creep up to you.
Him, like,
yeah.
His cheeky grin on his face, and as he gets close to me, I'm just going to stamp on his foot.
Oh.
Yeah, you do. That's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Damn cloak.
Meridian's not that strong.
No. If anything, he sprained his ankle a little bit.
Meridian. No, your strength is -1. No, you definitely. You don't do any damage whatsoever.
Heal me.
No. You punch healing. No. So yeah, you've met up again outside. It's alright.
Yeah. Little brother came to pick up his stuff.
So, obviously, I'm assuming Arabella's worked out that he's back, what with the whole stamp and the groan.
Yes.
And shall we go somewhere more private before I drop this?
Yes.
You have gas.
Yeah. Oh, too late.
So yeah, you can go wherever you wish, whether it's back to Sandpit or whether it's off back to the Nesting Hound.
How long have we been at this point? Has he used most of his hour up?
He has most of it, yes.
All right then, we'll just past the entrance to an alley, and I'll just drop it as he's crouched down in there.
Yeah, that's easy enough done. Yeah, you can just make it appear as though he's just emerging out of an alleyway, and nobody will bat an eyelid at it. It's absolutely fine.
Excellent. So, well, how was that then?
Interesting.
How long is this? How long has this been?
Unusual.
It's been long enough that Cadell, you emerge back out from behind the counter, and you it's odd for you this experience for you that you
do I feel a bit violated?
Well, you remember stepping behind the counter, turning to say something to your friends, and then you remember stepping out from back behind the counter with kind of your shirt kind of open with a tattoo on your chest. And don't remember what's happened.
Excellent. The best kind of night.
Oh, morning.
Yeah.
Fair
it's
enough,
now late morning. It's approaching midday. What's Cadell doing? It's like then Lord Binmeyer's there. Yeah, Binmeyer's there. He's got his little box of maps. He's like, yeah, they're yours now.
What?
You have paid him for it, have you not?
Paid half.
Ah, well, the other payment now, please.
Oh, cheers, Dave.
Well, unfortunately, I'm working and I've got the gems. Yeah, you finished a bit early.
Well, the little dwarven guy's got the gems, but we're staying at the what inn are we staying at?
The Nesting Hound.
The Nesting Hound. We're staying at the Nesting Hound. If you send send your granddaughter up.
Right,
we'll
he
all
pulls the box back in, tucks it away. Right, we'll see you there. Now get out.
All right, we'll come back down this evening when I find the rest of the party.
And he
Will you
just
still be here after you
off.
show up?
Well, you want me to come see you at the Hound, right? I'll come in myself.
You come to the Hound this evening. We'll be there.
All right, y'all.
And then I venture off.
Right. There you are. You leave. You go ding 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 as you leave the shop.
Well, I have no idea where these guys are at this point, so I may
no clue.
as well just venture back to the Hound and go get myself some dinner.
Your chest is quite sore. It's quite a sizable tattoo, which looks like some sort of magical symbols, like a series of them across your chest. But you haven't got a blindest idea of what they are. For all you know, you could just say, "I love to suck cock," and that's you just have no idea. You have no idea what it says or what it does. It's
He's
for
an
you know.
insightful fellow, though, Bin Meyer, so
You've no idea. But yeah.
It probably has hidden that in there somewhere, though.
So he's an absolute dick.
And then just a spurting cock just right in the middle of it. If you really go for it.
It's just a magical symbol for a phallus. Just right there.
I'll see Meridian later and he'll be like, "Hey."
oh dear.
Yeah.
So I assume
I'll wander back up to the inn then, because I have no idea where these guys are. So
fair enough. Yeah.
Our meeting focal point was the inn, wasn't it?
It was.
I'm
Yeah.
most likely
Absolutely.
to see them again there. So.
Yep.
That's
So
what I was doing.
Meridian, Hector, and Arabella, where were you going after? There, would you say you were going back to the nesting Hound, or?
No, I'm gonna make my excuses and head to the rougher part of town.
What's your excuse?
Okay.
I'm just going to head to the rougher part of town, chaps. I'll see you back at the.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I feel like I'd like to go to the rougher part of town.
All right. Come on then. Let's go. Arabella, fancy a bit of rough?
I do like a bit of rough, but I don't know if I want it in the rougher part of town. Would one of you see me back to the inn first, and then we'll all see you there later, right?
I'll see you back to the inn, Arabella.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like Meridian wants to go to the rougher part of town on his own, and you do whatever you want to do over there. No judgment.
Sure. So you want to go to the slums?
Oh yeah, I want to get right in the arse end, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet you do.
Right. Yeah. Sure. That's easy enough to find. The rough end of town. From the arena, you can pretty much just follow the wall round until you find the east gate. You head out there into Wintertown. Some of the guards on the gate, which there's more guards on this gate than any other gate you've been in and out of, and they're just like, why do you want to go out here? But they don't really question too much. They're just more curious as to why you'd want to leave, and it's like, well, are you wanting to come back in this way?
Yes.
Let the guys on the other side know, just so that they know your face, because we don't tend to let people in here.
Fair enough. So when I get to the other side, there are 2 guards?
Yeah, 2 guards on there, and there's a few on the walls at the top as well.
Right, so then the 2 guards on the outside of the wall, when I get out, I'll give them a gold each and just say, keep your eyes peeled, lads. I will be back within a couple of hours. Make sure I get safe passage back into the city.
Just give you a good understanding nod. Happily accept your gold.
Remove 2 gold.
Yep.
They're just going to lock me out, aren't
2
they?
gold's probably a month's wages for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely welcoming. Is like,
right.
oh yeah, These rich idiots coming through. It's great.
How is angel dust taken?
Depends. Some people like to snort. It's the most common way of going about it.
I like to eat the raw ingredients.
Well. Yeah. That's Hector's preferred way of taking it. It's not as potent until it's been kind of refined and processed down, but it does the job. Some people like to kind of bake with it, ingest it, or it's however you want.
Shove it up the butthole.
It's generally sold as a powder form, yes.
I forget we're travelling with the Tony Montana of Hatheria.
Yeah, I'll just start taking a walk and keeping my eye peeled for a dealer, basically.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, with my background, would I be able to spot? I mean, I'd be able to spot people that are.
You'll get some guy coming up to you with a big, massive coat that'll open it up, going,
"What are you buying? What are you selling?"
What are you
selling? No.
Deal for you.
No, yeah, you can kind of head off the main kind of thoroughfare. It's calling it a street would be giving a street a bad name. Yeah, you kind of peel off of the main walkway and go into the even dingier, dark back streets. And yeah, you can pretty much follow your instincts and kind of follow your way around to where you think it's most likely people are going to be selling, and then you tend to be able to spot the occasional person. It looks like they're loitering around, looking around. They kind of clock you and then trying to act casual and just kind of looking around and just loitering in general, but trying to keep one eye on you as well.
The horse has been lowered and it's got blacked out windows.
Yeah, it's a horse with very short legs.
But he's one of
with blinkers on.
So when he presses a button, it starts.
So, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll approach it, the shady-looking gentleman, and
certainly
have a look around, make sure no one's listening, and just sort of lean in. Would I be in the right area to purchase some dust?
Depends who's asking.
Meridian of Angel Run, and we're not talking personal use here. I work for Lucian, and we're having supply problems, so if you could put me in contact with the person that's slightly higher up the ladder than you, we might be able to both make some money.
You know full well I'm not supposed to give names out where I get things from. Look, I can hook you up. That's fine. I can do that absolutely fine. I'm not supposed to give names out. You should know this.
What you're supposed to do and what you're going to do are two completely different things. Who is your supplier?
So make an intimidation roll.
What?
D&D Beyond. Skills. Intimidation is a +6.
Ooh.
Come on!
I didn't realise Meridian was so intimidating.
Oh, he's very intimidating.
Yes, yeah.
But I only rolled a 6, so it's a 12.
That's enough. I mean, he's only a low-end guy. It's combined with the fact that you've kind of dropped Lucian's name in there as well, and yeah,
immediately made things serious.
Yeah, it's like.
I was worried he might say, "Well, Lucian's my supplier, you dickhead."
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking
No,
as well.
there's a chain. Lucian doesn't got involved with street level stuff, so it's like, yeah, cool. Look, I don't want trouble. Of course, we can work something out. I can't just take you to him. I can arrange a meeting. How about that? How about that? Right.
When and where?
Back here. Midnight.
Very well. Thank you. And I'll fuck off.
As soon as your back turns, he's sprinting down the opposite direction to you. Alright.
Right. Make it back to the gate to my two friends, and hopefully they let me back in.
Yeah, they just give you a nod. They open the doors for you.
Will you gents still be on duty at midnight tonight?
No, you're joking. Oh, I expect to be a warm embrace by then.
Will there be guards on the gate at midnight tonight?
There's always guards on this gate.
Fair enough. Thank you, gentlemen. And I head back to the nesting chav.
Nesting hound.
Nesting hound.
Sure. In the meantime,
I was thinking of a pub in Eastfield.
Hector and Orabella had already arrived back and found Cadell sat waiting, nursing a drink.
Munching some chicken.
Can we see his tattoo? Is it just on show?
It depends up to Cadell. Are you leaving it on show? Because you could see it as you'd kind of left Binmeyer's, just because it was being aired out a bit. But if you...
Well,
because
my tunic's done back up by this point.
No, it's got the panther on it, and it's got it wrapped up in cling film.
cling film it up. It's still very sore.
I'm the only one that uses bepanthen.
I'm right.
No, yeah, bepanthen's the best thing for tats. Like.
Nappies and tats, solid.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I've never used it on my kids' bums,
On
but
nappies?
there you go.
No.
It's just never.
Do the creme for the kids, the cheaper stuff for the kids, but the
In fairness. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So Cadell, you've done it back up. Hector and Orabella arrive back in.
You know, we all enchanted up. We all good.
Well, I kind of lost my memory for a few hours, but when I did wake, I suddenly had this on my chest.
Ooh.
My God, does it hurt?
That's a sweet bit of ink.
And unfortunately, we forgot to get the rest of the diamonds off the dwarf. He's still got them, so Binmeyer still has the scrolls. So he's meeting us here tonight to bring the scrolls. So we just gotta hope that Grom makes his way back.
Sounds good. I think he said he was going to Smith.
Who's Smith?
Smith.
Being gay
I
Smith.
don't know. Be a Smith.
Do you know where
Smithy.
where he was going to Smith?
Smith
Yeah,
I don't know.
you'd have heard he was going to Northgate.
Oh, yeah, Northgate. Smith City outside Northgate.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go and find him. You guys stay here, and I'll meet you back here. Unless you want to come with me.
I've just been up that way. I'll stay here. My
Right.
feet are sore.
Alright, so I'm gonna start marching off towards Northgate then.
Fair enough. Cadell.
What
How
time are we
close
on?
to signing off time are we for me?
Well, the time of day we are it's a bit after lunch now. A bit after. It's slightly after
Still a bit of
midday.
work. All right.
Yeah. This is we were jumping back and forth in time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, trying to keep track of timeline. Yeah, so yeah, Cadell leaves because he's just had his lunch. Heads off to Northgate. You can easily come and go as you please. People giving you sharp salutes as you enter Northgate, very militarised zone.
I want to ask one of the guards. Have you seen a dwarf pass through here?
Oh, aye. Yeah, we not often see them. You definitely turning a few heads. Yeah, don't know
where
where
he went.
I didn't. Hey, you know that dwarf we saw earlier? Where'd he go? Oh, saw him turn off down there. I don't know exactly where he went after that.
Alright.
He just points
Cheers,
down
lads,
to
thank you.
a side street, and you can see that it's a side street. That the entrance to this street has two smiths at the on the main end of street, and he's just kind of walked past. He must have walked past these, looking for somewhere else. But you can tell in this area as well, there's a lot of fresh-faced recruits.
Yeah.
It's busier than normal.
Sorry, can I read the flyer that I got off the guy in the arena?
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. It's just a very kind of pumped up, overly like colourful for what it is.
You.
Yeah, it's very much a kind of a come join the military for excitement and fun type thing. It's like, yeah, it's just very much a have a career where you get a steady wage and have fun with join new brothers in arms and lots of shit like on a military recruitment flyer.
Like to travel?
No, not in the slightest. No, it's all geared around.
This isn't just a standard recruitment maneuver, is it? They're clearly
No.
going forward someone with all
I'm
these
getting to that.
I know we don't know about the sword yet, but as soon as Littleton comes back,
Hey. Not going around being called Little.
you drop me.
I'm
out
not here
the
to defend
fucking
myself, so
window
never
last night.
Well, as I'm walking through this area down these streets, and I'm noticing a lot of extra recruits, and I shout to one of them just in front of me. Hey boy, where's your recruitment officer?
Oh, yes, sir. He's down there. He's Lieutenant. I don't know his name. Sorry, sir.
Oh, you should know his name. He bloody recruited you. Carry on.
Sure, sir. And goes around milling around.
Yeah. So, can I see me little dwarfy boy from here?
No, you not from the street. Are you heading down the street, this side street?
Well, yeah. If I know where the lieutenant is, I'll come back to that. But
right, yeah.
I'm gonna
You
be
head.
looking for Grom.
Yeah, you head down the street. You hear. Yeah, you find another Smith's. Sounds like there's plenty of work going on, but it's all indoors. There's lots of kind of signs outside advertising that it's a Smith, but can't see in without going in.
Oh, I'll just.
Yeah, it's an open door.
Peep
It's
through the door,
yeah.
Just peep in, see if I can see a wee dwarf.
Yeah, you stick your head in and you have a bit of a look round, and yeah, he is there. You see him. He's literally hammering away.
Knee deep in freshly made swords at this point.
Yeah.
Grom,
Yeah, what? Oh, you're alright.
you look like you're having fun.
Well, look at this. It's marvellous, this. Love this.
Ah,
Had a chance to do this for a while.
Pick up one of the swords, and I'm like, hey, that's some nice craftsmanship there. Yeah, you're doing a good job there.
Well,
And chuck it back down on the pile.
bloody, oh, you throw my things about. I have to sharpen that again.
Sorry.
What are you doing here?
Well, the enchantment's done.
What's it look like?
As you can see, does he reveals the tattoo? Still a bit sore.
Very nice. Can I make a check to see whether or not he has indeed put a rude word in there?
Make an Arcana check, then, please.
Arcana check. Okay.
The mystical word for cock.
I thought you were going to say, can I check to make sure he's actually done it?
Yeah, 22.
No.
What was that roll? Sorry.
22.
22. Yeah, you can have a look over these, and they are magical runes, and they are a lot of runes about life and connection, and like a twinning spell to link it to something. You think from the looks of these, it's very much as he described it would do. There's nothing untoward that you can see in there.
Well, no, it looks like he's done a good job there. Yeah. Oh, very nice indeed. That'll stay with you. That will.
Oh, good man. Good man.
I don't know if it'll stay if the thing gets destroyed. I don't know what'll happen to you if the thing gets destroyed. In fairness, I'm hoping it's a one-way thing, but let's not risk it.
Well, he did say it was a one-way thing.
Oh, well, very good.
Um,
Anyway, what brings you here?
The problem is, we left the diamonds with you, and he wants his payment.
Well, I mean, you've left no diamonds with me, but I've got some emeralds.
Well,
Right, well,
emeralds.
okay, well, I mean,
So he says, well, he said he's going to meet us back at the Chav place.
The nesting hound.
The nesting hound.
Nesting hound, for God's
That
sake.
nobody ever remembers the name of for some reason.
No, nesting hound. Said he was going to meet us back at the nesting hound by midnight. So just
oh, yeah,
make sure you're back before then.
That'll be done here in no time. Hey, look, come over here. Look. I'm a little bit worried. All these swords are for them soldiers out there. Now, I don't know what's going on, but I am slightly concerned that the armed response we were asking for to deal with them slavers might be here. And, well, if this is going for Bo, this is not good.
Well,
I don't know. You're a military man. Can you find out?
I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, that was my
Well,
that was
no,
my next
but,
port of call. I'm going to go
we
talk to
asked-
the recruiting officer and find out what's going on.
We asked the brigadier, didn't we? And we said, look, he said he'd asked for help. I remember that. But I'm slightly worried that we fixed the problem, and the whole bloody half an army's about to come down on it.
Yeah, but we also told the brigadier we'd fix the problem.
Well, it might be too late. I mean, he was getting no response. I just,
Yeah.
see what you can find out. Eh?
Well, my next plan is to go to the recruitment officer and see what they've been
Alright.
told, what their orders are. He's only a lieutenant. He's got to tell me everything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, hey, Jeffrey. That's the name of the smith, by the way. Jeffrey.
Everyone's
how
Jeffrey.
much- yeah. What do you need? A couple more hours? 3 hours from me? I'll come back tomorrow.
Well, work you've done here. Come and go as you please. You've done some great work here.
Well, all right. Well, I tell you what. Look, something's come up. Now, I don't mean to dash like this. I'll finish this one, and then I'll pop back in the morning if you don't mind.
Of course, yeah,
Be a bit more
Captain.
for it, yeah?
Gives you a
Yeah,
nod.
Alright.
It's a friend of mine. I just want to make sure he's well taken care of.
Of course,
If
of
you've got
course.
out special for him, by all means, I'll help you out. But yeah, I'll finish this one and then I'll pack my things up. But keep this one warm. I quite like it. You got some good kit here. It's very nice. Yeah, good tools.
You say you'll be back tomorrow? Well,
Aye.
I'll fire it back up in the morning then.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, well, very nice. And I'll try and high five him, but obviously it's a low five. There we go.
Knob.
Give him a nod. It's like, hey, look, no, I don't mind working. I enjoy the job, but if you can see your way to getting a bit of coin tomorrow, I'd be delighted.
Well, you'll have it here tomorrow if you come back.
Lovely. All right. Well, hey, thanks for the chance. Yeah, take care. All right.
Bloody hell, I'd have fucking asked for payment. Now you've just made about fucking 50 swords in like 3 hours.
It's not that many.
Yeah, but he's a dwarf.
Well,
It takes time to make swords, like
yeah,
especially ones of
They know
quality
the
like
dwarves
that.
hold a grudge. I mean, he's got to get him back
And-
to the army and get his money
and
from him. So.
Grom gets a bit of an hard on making swords, doesn't he? So he'd do it.
Oh,
for fun.
absolutely. Just absolutely buzzing right now. I mean, I'm sweaty. My arms are aching.
Loving it, loving
looked
life,
up to
loving the
50
better
dwarven
than,
life.
better than last night, to be honest.
nah, you've
So,
done a
yeah,
good
so,
job there.
All right, yeah, look, you go and swing a couple of them. Test him out on that dummy over there. I'm just gonna finish this one up, then we'll go together.
Cadell accidentally slices the dummy in half with one strike.
Jeffrey. I'm really sorry about this.
Sorry, I put a bit too much power into that, but your swords are damn sharp.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you actually doing? Are you waiting for him to finish, or are you going?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to finish up.
All right,
Just
fair enough.
finishing up. I was
Yeah.
just finishing off the haft on that one. It's all good. Then quench it, and we'll get going.
All right. Yeah, he's like Jeffrey was there. It's all right. I'll finish sharpening that. You go and do what you need to do.
Yeah, all right.
Seems
See
to
you
me like
tomorrow,
I'm gonna be
Jeffrey.
sharp enough.
Yeah.
No, the one that he'd finished crafting that you were waiting
Yeah,
for.
I've just made it. It needs polishing up. Yeah.
That's
And I'll
fine.
say, sorry about your dummy, mate.
Oh, dime a dozen then. Don't worry about it.
So
Copper a dozen.
stroll back down out towards where we know this lieutenant is. Where I've just been told where he is.
Yeah, sure. You head back down to the main street. You have a look round. Obviously, people have moved, they've mulled around. You can see a lieutenant a little bit down the way, clipboard in hand, talking to a small group of people. You assume that must be him.
So I'll just take a... Oh.
I may be about to run upstairs for an emergency bottle delivery. We'll see.
We'll see. If you need to do dad duties, don't
Yeah.
worry. You go do dad duties. Yeah, fine.
Right,
Yeah,
so I'll stroll up to the lieutenant with Dwarf in tow.
sure. Yeah, you go up to him. He's paying you no mind. He's taking names, making sure he's ticking off equipment with people. It's like, you've got one uniform, you've got a sword, you've got a shield. Generally speaking, it's just a sword. Once you go through basic training, he's just going through the whole spiel of, you will go through basic training, and when you've completed your basic training, you will be given a weapon of more that's suited to your nature, and so on and so forth. And it's like, you once upon being kitted out here, you will be then shipped on a boat down to Angel Run, and then met with another officer at the other end who will be going through your basic training. And yeah, just going through this spiel. Oh, Captain, sir.
Yep. I've noticed there's a large amount of recruitment going on. What's this in aid of?
Sure, we've had a lot coming through here of late. Yeah, apparently some sort of recruitment drive.
It's nice to see a load of new lads joining the force.
Oh, isn't it just? Good to see some fresh faces. It's like, hey, who said you could slack off? Say straight. Especially when there's a captain here. Sorry about that, sir.
So, what are your orders? I mean, obviously recruiting, but I mean, any idea what this is all about?
Be on my pace, sir. My orders are just to kit them out, send them off to be met at the other end in Angel Run.
So who gave you your orders? Where's your captain?
My captain, he's around here somewhere. Might be in the barracks by now.
All right, nice. Well, thank you. All right, carry on,
sir.
I'm gonna
nudge him on the way past and say, hey, if you're responsible for paying these smiths around here, just note that one over there, dwarven swords, a little bit higher quality for your officers, yeah?
You've been making dwarven swords for around here.
this
Oh, well.
one's
for
for
that.
me.
Right you are, sir.
Yeah, so, yeah, if you can see your way to slipping a few extra coin to the one with the dwarven swords, kit out your superiors with the superior weaponry, and maybe you'll see yourself on the up as well, eh?
Oh, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And,
Saunter off after Cadell.
Yeah.
make sure you let
Trying to catch little dwarven legs on massive striding legs, and trying to catch up with it. Yeah.
Little jog next to me, like.
Trying to keep up.
Look, come on, look. This is not. Just slow down, lad.
Do you want me to pick you up?
Don't you? Nobody tosses a dwarf. No, sorry.
Sorry, I had to put it in there.
No, hey, look. They're sending them north. They're going up to Angel Run. What's that?
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna go and find out. You might have to wait outside the barracks, though.
Yeah, no, it's all right. No, it's no problem. I'll kick rocks or something. This is nice stonework around here, actually. I'll go and look at that for a bit.
So we'll
stonework.
Saunter up towards the barracks.
Yep, fine. You head up towards the barracks. There's a few people kicking around, and yeah, you could easily enough, because you can just walk in. Nobody's gonna pay you any heed for walking. Military man walking into a barracks that people come and go all the time. You can find where the officers are in offices.
Officers mess.
Officers in officers. The officers.
Are they officious officers in officers?
They can be.
Well, so I want to wander towards the captain's quarters or the captain's office or
Yeah. So yeah,
the officer's office.
Yeah, you go in there. Yeah, you come to it. Doors closed. You just walking in, knocking.
Oh, I'm knocking.
Right.
He's also a
Knock on the
captain, so you got to be.
Yeah,
polite.
yeah. Right. Enter.
Door goes up and wandering.
He
Captain.
takes a look up and down at you. It's like, And he stands up. Captain! Puts a hand out to greet you.
Give him a handshake. Captain Cadell.
Cadell, right you are. No, Captain Smythe.
Smythe? Nice to meet you, Smythe.
Cadell? Yeah. What brings you
I'm
around
just
here?
here, just a bit here unofficially, to be honest. I've just noticed we've got a lot of recruits around here. There's a big drive. I noticed all the leaflets. I just was wondering if you knew about any sort of new mobilisation or any new orders that we have. I've been out on a special
None
mission
to
myself,
me.
so I haven't heard much from command.
All my time right now is organising this shit show.
Yeah, bloody hell! I thought you might have known some reason why. I mean,
Why? What's it to you, Cadell?
mobilisation.
Where are you based these days?
Oh well, I'm not based anywhere really. I'm on a special mission, you see,
Oh,
from
right you are.
Lee Herd himself.
Oh, right. Well, that's no more than me.
I was, as a captain to another captain, I was just a bit curious about all these extra men. I mean, it's great to have all
Fair
these
enough.
extra men. I'm just wondering
Yeah,
why.
it's nice to
Something I
see,
don't know
but sprung on us pretty quick. I just don't know. We're never told the whys, only the whats. No,
about. Yeah, well,
it's taken a lot of organising.
oh yeah, I can imagine. He seems to have a lot of new men.
Yeah, hell of a lot. It's taken
Well,
enough on just keeping the coffers flowing.
You just do us a favour, Captain to Captain. If you hear anything before I do, will you get a message down to? We're staying at the inn, the
Nesting hound.
Nesting Hound.
So
we'll be
I
there
wasn't
for
going to help you that time.
we're there for a few days yet, and likewise, if I hear anything, I'll let you know myself.
If I do hear anything, I think it's unlikely, but yeah, by all means, just makes a little note. Captain Cadell, Nesting Hound. Alright.
Well, all right. Well, thank you, Smythe. Give
Good
him
on.
a good handshake.
Yeah, gives you stands up.
I'll be on my way. And
Yep,
then
gives you a
back to
nod
Brom.
on the way out.
Then back on the way out.
Yeah, you see Grom is just stood at the wall, it's a
Grom?
wall to a building, just like going, ooh, that's nice.
Tiny hammer out, and I'm just tapping some of the rocks just to. Oh, the sound of that. Ah, it's beautiful. Flush. Oh. You thought I had a hard on for swords. You just wait till it comes to rocks.
You got a rock on. Well, Grom, that was a bit fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Didn't really hear anything. No, I've got no idea
Yeah.
what this mass mobilisation's about.
Well, it's
all I
going
know
north.
is they're
I
all-
suppose that's better than
We're all
no.
going north, yeah.
It's not going east, not going west. Sorry. So, what's
Yeah,
north? There's not much
Cadell,
north, there's Angel
you
Run.
would know that the training grounds are just outside Angel Run. So any kind of new recruits would all be sent there first, before then being given further orders on where they're going, who they're assigned to, things like that.
Fair enough. Well, there's not really much more for us here, is there? May as well
Yeah,
head back
well,
to the inn.
done my work for the day. Let's go back. Let's pay up. This bin Meyer chap, and I cannot wait to have a look at some of these maps. Oh, I'm going to forswear all activities of the lady pleasures, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna study all night. Well, I'm gonna sleep, but I'm gonna study until I go to bed. Oh, a little bedtime reading. Oh, this is exciting. What a time to be alive, Cadell. What a time to be alive.
I'm intrigued about these maps as well, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Come on, then let's
So-
get back. Hey, let's go. Let's
go.
get a pint and wait.
Time.
And just on the way, I get the alchemy jug out, and I'm like, ale, and then take a big swig, pass it to Cadell.
Hey,
I'll walk home and a bit of a drink. We should not drink the
Mayo.
all of the 4 gallons of ale I've just created. But you know, like use it like a hip flask, eh?
Oh, come on, you're a dwarf. You can drink as much as I can.
Well,
It's not 4 gallons.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
4 gallons is a bit.
I'm only small.
ridiculous.
That's probably, you know, a
It's only 2
significant
gallons
amount.
each, though, isn't it? There's 2 of them.
No, it's about 14 pints each, isn't it?
It's a
4
lot.
gallons, about
It's
28
still a
pints.
lot.
So, yeah.
But yeah,
I
you're
reckon
you're
we could
having
definitely do
a
14
sip.
Is-
Yeah, but you'll still be
I
in the
mean,
you'll be flat out though, even
Yeah,
still.
yeah, that's not happening. We're not doing that. No, we're just
Not
having a sip
not
on the way
as you're
home,
strolling back to the bar.
a companionable
Not
walk
all
back.
in one go, no.
We're
And I
just
figure
walking
that
back
this
to
way,
get a drink. We're gonna have
if
a drink
I've got
while
the
we're walking
the
back
jug
get a
to
drink.
share, then at least he'll walk at my pace, because then I might be able to pass it. If he walks there, he ain't getting on. So
Yeah.
Cunning. Right. But yes, you head your way back to the nesting hound. So for a matter of speeding things up, are you then just kind of waiting around for Binmeyer?
we're gonna get dinner,
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
for Binmeyer. I need to
Fair
run
enough.
for a piss very quickly. I should be right back.
No worries.
Have you got to check on kids? Are they alright?
No, he has settled down.
Well,
Do not
we could-
check on him while he's
What
being
time of
quiet.
day are we
Oh.
on?
What?
Well, we're into early afternoon, early to mid afternoon, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right,
Feels
while
like 3 o'clock.
me and me, Hector, and Arabella were already back at the bar, weren't we?
You
You
were?
weren't back at the bar.
Oh no,
You've been and gone. Yeah,
you've
you never went
arrived back at the bar whilst Cadell and Grom were off.
Right, so we're all back at the bar.
Alright,
Yes.
cool. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Right, well I need a piss as well, so let's.
Well, that's perfect.
Well, we can have a. Well, it depends what Meridian we're doing.
Oh no, we can have a wee. I was just gonna insert a little interaction between me and Hector while we were waiting for.
You can do
the
it,
other
by all
one to
means,
come back.
because that's absolutely fine. You can go ahead unless you
Honestly,
two are
whenever
actually
one-
wanting to.
Whenever anybody says wee wee, it just brings that fucking song to my head. You can have a wee wee, you can have a wet on the wall. The fog on the tine is all mine, all
No.
mine.
Oh,
you must
right,
know
yeah.
that fucking song.
Yes, I know that bit. I just didn't.
It's just
Oh,
whenever
yeah, yeah,
anybody
yeah.
says wee wee, it's just that. You can have a wee wee, you can have a wet on the wall.
You see, for me, it's the Willy Bum Bum, Willy Bum Bum song.
Oh god. Willy
Anyway.
bum bum, Willy bum bum.
Anyway.
Right, Aiden,
Yeah.
go.
Go for a week.
So Meridian.
Yes. Are there any sort of bar games? A pack of cards or dominoes or dice or anything?
What's it called? Dragon chess? That was one of them? Or...
Sorry, what was the question? I was sneezing.
On the bar, is there any like cards on the bar or dice or dominoes or anything?
Not on the bar as such. There's occasionally, when it starts getting busier into an evening, some people bring their own dice or cards, or there are certain games that can be played.
Cards on me or anything like that, would I? I was just going to start.
Depends, you might have.
I haven't got anything in my inventory, but I thought.
Oh,
I
then
had
no.
some dice. No.
So, I'm sure some people do. I'm pretty sure Cadell does.
Surely there's one behind the bar anyway, if you want one.
Well, that's what. No, it's fine. I'm gonna go to the bar, get a couple of pints of ale, and bring one over and plonk one down in front of Hector.
Thanks, Meridian.
No problem. So, are we
You have fun in Rough Town.
Yes, as I did. We're thinking that we might pop back down to the arena this evening and do a bit more digging about this challenge. Maybe you and the boys, we could earn a bit of gold while we're here.
I mean, the guy, I recognise the guy that's running it now, and chances
Sorry,
are
are we
he's
all back
probably
at this
gonna
point, by
recognise.
the way? I missed that.
Yeah, yes, you are.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright.
Um,
Who's running it now?
what's his name? Derek.
Derek.
Derek, bloody Derek.
Yeah,
What the
you
hell's
know
he
him.
doing?
Worked his way up.
Anyway, he'd probably recognise me and Grom.
I
So-
definitely recognise me. It's only been a few days.
Probably not the best idea to head back.
A few days.
So,
It's been a
Well,
few
so
days.
it-
No, cool. Since
Well, it's
you've
not been long,
worked
has
at
it?
the arena, it's been a long time. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
arena organisation which he's worked his
Ah,
way
yeah.
through, not
No, yeah, sorry, you're right.
not
yeah,
the
so-
Onyx Raiders.
so it's been long enough then. But I mean, dwarves don't change that much, so yeah, he'll recognise me.
well, what do we think? I mean, from what he was saying, they're struggling to get any contenders, and they do seem very excited about myself and Arabella being magic users. I think we could probably raise the fee considerably. There could be a fair amount of winnings involved.
Oh, aye, there's money in it, but there's risk.
Well, there's risk, but I mean, what can we do about that? is there any way that we can disguise the pair of you?
Well,
Or should we just
now
go for the old-fashioned?
we've got a man coming to see us tonight who might be able to do something for that in exchange for a cut of the profits, perhaps.
Binmeyer. Yeah.
Maybe
Piece of work.
Binmeyer's got some form of disguise, like a hat or something that will change our appearance. I don't know, maybe something. But I don't think we'd need to buy it. But maybe we could share something with him in exchange for a loan.
Sounds like a plan. Would you be able to handle that, Grom? I've got
Have a wee chat with the lad.
I've been doing a bit of digging in the rougher parts of town regarding the information that we need to try and speed things up a bit. But it's not the safest environment. Would you mind if I borrowed Hector for the evening and you stayed here and handled Binmeyer?
Well, that's no bother at all. I got Cadell with me here. Oribella, you staying with me? Oh, I'll stay with you two. I don't fancy it out there in the dark. Looks a bit rough.
Fancy a bit of a walk, Hector?
Yeah, I go for a wash.
Excellent. Well, we're
Maybe
meeting
leaving without the healer's not a great idea.
we're meeting the contacts at midnight, and if we swing by the arena on the way, I'll stick my head in while you wait outside and settle the score for the fight. See if we can raise a bit of funds.
Are we
We'll have a wee
joining this
chat
fight as a
about
group?
that. Well,
possibly, I'm
there's
gonna do a bit of
options
digging,
apparently. But I think we should find out really if we can take myself and Hector in. Otherwise, it's going to be a drastically underpowered group, losing muscle.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
two casters versus.
If we can't take you in disguise, then we'll give it a miss. It's too risky. But if we can all go in, I think it's easy money.
Well, I
There's a
can
lot.
go in.
There's a lot to be said for a captain in the army showing up. He could make it to Recruitment Drive.
Ah. Yes, we could definitely swing that into our advantage, right?
There is
go
a
and,
story you could tell, but we'd have to take all of us to be as safe as possible.
The
Yeah.
Dragon Slayers.
I'll go and have a word
Oh.
with this Derek and see if I can.
Did we bring
convince
back
him
any
to-
proof of us killing this dragon?
We've got a few
We managed to
cracked
get any-
scales, haven't we? Nothing.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got a bit of.
Nothing
Should have taken it.
major.
Should have tried to. Yeah, that's
We
annoying.
didn't have the time. It wasn't.
No, we did. We were all about to die as well. So it was probably
There
really
was
risky
a
trying to cut his head
dryad
off.
that had fucked off that was ready to come back,
Yeah.
and that dryad was fucking nails. So
Not as nails
She's
as the
on
Green Dragon. But
She was on like
No,
1
but-
HP or something.
yeah, but she was
That's the only thing.
taking an absolute fucking kicking.
Yeah.
So shall we just kill a bit of time till sort of 9-10 o'clock ish? So
well, we'll just kill time until Leeton turns up.
Binmire.
I mean,
Binmire.
Binmire.
Yeah.
If
Right,
Leethern
yeah,
turns
yeah.
up, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're in serious
Something
trouble.
wrong.
Me and Hector need to get to the arena, but have enough time to get to the arse end of town by midnight.
Well, I mean, we're
yeah,
waiting
you
for-
easily do that
we're
from south at about 10.
Yeah.
Right, I need a tinkle.
Right, there is.
Right.
So, you kill time in the Nesting Hound.
Few
And
beers, bit of food, bit
a bit of
idle
food,
chatter.
just pastime. And then some point kind of after general closing time for most stores, you see Binmire arrive at the Nesting Hound himself with box under arm.
Give him a Binmire.
My lord.
He nods. He's like, this is kind of Potter's over
Can I get
to
you an ale?
Oh yeah, you can, yeah.
Barkeep. Ale for Lord Binmire.
Yeah. So, all in all, probably about a gold for the amount of time you spent just sat drinking,
Oh, yeah, food,
eating.
everything, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll get this lot, chaps.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right,
I'll treat you.
I need
Cheers,
to
Meridian.
adjust my finances in a minute, which I'll do after paying him up.
Yeah.
So was it 1,500 in emeralds that we got from the dragon? It was, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, good. All right.
It
I know
was.
where
And
I
how
am.
much did he want for these maps?
He wanted $1,000.
He did.
1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we've paid 500.
Yeah.
So I've got 500 to go, and I've spent a little bit of some emeralds on a prostitute. Other than that,
You did.
I've got the rest.
I threw 10 gold, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll balance my books after this. Yeah. So yeah, nice to see you. So is that it all?
And he's kind of, while he's finishing drinking, like, this is all on the map. Now, you got the pay?
Oh, aye, yep. Just get a couple out, show him from the bag of holding. Yep, no problem. Do you want to let me take a look at that if you don't mind?
Oh dear. And he gets his key out, unlocks it, and opens it up. And you can see as you've kind of opened it, since the last time he had it open, it now has magical runes inscribed on the inside of the box.
Very similar to what's on
Yes.
Excel's chest. Yeah, okay, makes sense. All right. Yep. I assume it's obvious that it's all in order.
Yeah. It all looks
cool.
to be in order. Yeah, definitely.
I will hand him 500 gold's worth of emerald and say, "Yep,
Great.
thank you very much."
Just gives it a quick feel. It's great. Pockets it. Gives it a quick feel, and puts it away.
So Ben Meyer, will you sit with us for a short while?
I haven't still got my drink.
Yeah. So, now, a perceptive man like yourself may or may not realise that everyone in this party, unique though their talents are, not all of them would like to be seen in certain parts of town at certain times. Two of us, specifically, cannot visit the arena. For fear of our lives. However, it seems there's quite a lucrative opportunity at the arena coming up in a few days' time.
So heavy.
Which would require the whole party to take part. A man like yourself, an enchanter, do you have the means, maybe in exchange for a share of any potential profits, of successfully disguising two of our party to not look like themselves?
No. No, I certainly no. But how many fools do you think are gonna recognize you? How many folk do you think are gonna know who you are?
A large, but I mean, if one of them was shorter and looked a lot like a dwarf, I'd say it'd be quite recognisable to anyone and all who may be associated with the staff or the management of the arena. The other one, not so much. It's been a few years. Now, you know, if there's a way you can help with that, then we'd be quite happy to add you as an equal parts share.
I can help you out now. Well, if I pose kind of manager like, I go with you. I can get some sort of protection there myself. But has to be on the fly like. Got no guarantee. No guarantee at all that
Well, there's no guarantees in life, is there? It's fine. There's no guarantees we'll walk out of there.
There is that too, yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Can't we just get Hector a mask?
Aye, we can get Hector a mask. In fact, I'll forge Hector a mask tomorrow.
That sounds like a simple
got
way
days,
of no one recognised.
Yes,
you know.
It's the dwarf issue that I think is going to be a problem.
Yes, because
Now,
he's a dwarf.
if I was to not look like myself, I'm not shaving my beard off, but if it could be magically altered so that I did not have a beard and I look more like a simple farmer, perhaps one who likes pipeweed and lives in a hole under the ground somewhere.
No, quite.
Okay.
No, quite like that. Let me show you what I mean. And then Grom can see Binmai casting a spell. And then, but nobody else does. Sat at the table. But all of you sat at the table suddenly realise that Grom is sat there in front of you, but for the last, well, since Binmeyer's been there, they were sat the other way around for some strange reason. Now they're back the other way, and you don't know why. You've not seen them move, but they've just suddenly changed places.
Okay, do I understand what this...
But yes, I was just saying, make an Arcana check, please.
No, this one
14.
hasn't. It's still carrying on. 2 hours 55 seconds.
Oh, my counter's restarted, but anyway, continue.
14.
Okay. You know, not the specific spell as such, because it's not your area of expertise, but you do know it's memory altering.
Oh.
So he hasn't just swapped
It's, yeah.
this on to someone else.
He's done that to everybody.
But can he do that to an entire stadium's worth of people?
It's the entire stadium's worth of people.
It doesn't need to be.
Those who might notice.
Mm-hmm. But if he's with you and somebody goes, you, he just... yeah. Who? yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. But then when we're in the arena, he can't do that.
This might work. Yeah, no. Alright, you're in. A 1/6 share of the price.
Equal share.
Equal share? No, we're fair people. We're fair folk. You get us in there, you do your best to keep us safe, and we'll count you as one of our own.
Right, oh, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Spit on my hand and hold it out.
And he does the same thing.
Slap, squelch.
Yeah, squelch.
Yeah, barkeep, another round, please.
yeah. We apologise for the connection issues at the end there, but catch us again next time live on our The Nerd Theorist Twitch channel when Meridian and Hector slink away to do some sort of dodgy dealing and the whole party sign up to fight in the arena to face who knows what. Otherwise, follow our Twitter channel at Nerdy Theorist to keep up to date with all our content. Till then, take care. Bosh.